Wait, what happened?
Yo, Pikachu, what it is, bro?
What's happening?
Yeah, Shorty been in the camera before. You say what's happening before I finish speaking. What's happening? Yo, how you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm good. I can't complain, man. I appreciate you for having me, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, glad to get you out here, man. Cause you know you've been a real popular name in the series, bro.
Yeah.
Mainly our history, cause that's how it started.
Pretty much, absolutely. And I had to see what was going on. I heard my name twice in the last two interviews. I had to pull up myself and see what's going on, man. But
Yeah, yo, why don't you tell your story for yourself, man? We'll get to that. We'll get to that, man. But before we get to that, I want to know where it started for you. You a Pop Warner guy?
Nah, I didn't play Pop Warner.
I'm the same way.
Crazy part is my mother was, she didn't want me to play. She was scared for me. It was rough. I was in O'Donnell Heights. That's where I started playing at. And then I wanted to play for the, I think the Dundalk Packers that was out there during the time. That was the early 2000s.
O'Donnell Heights, that's over near Bayview, right?
Yeah, Southeast.
Okay, yeah, yo, look like the Noya over there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I went over there. I was like, yo, this not all right. All right, a little bit of Brooklyn, a little bit of Park Heights, all in like I'm not gonna lie, like 5 miles.
Hell yeah,
But
it was tough over there. But during that time, I wanted to play all the neighborhoods. A couple guys, I grew up with, was playing over there already, and I tried to play. She was like, nah. So I was deemed just right playing football around in the neighborhood, and that's when. And actually, that's where I got my name. That's where Pikachu came from.
Yo, I was gonna ask that because you one of the few people that I really consider a brother. I'll pass crazy arguments like when I say yo, we used to talk this close, yo, like so close to each other, face yelling, screaming, spit, everything, and I ain't talking one time, yo.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of times,
Hell
yo.
yeah.
And I appreciate for that, yo, cause like man, you need people to keep you on check. And I think that went both ways.
Hell yeah. But I know it wasn't never that. So it was all love, yo.
Yeah, yo, for sure, yo. Man, but and this talking to you now changes my perspective from the gate, cause you know where I'm from, where we live, and what that was. I never knew exactly where you lived at, but I knew, I'm like, yo live in a house up there for real. I ain't think you was a project baby. Mm-hmm. But hearing that you from O'Donnell Heights, I'm like, yo, that's why this motherfucker was blending in with us so well. Like, yo was phased by nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. And then grew up in O'Donnell Heights. That's why I got my football knowledge from. Started playing football. Like I said, that's why I got the name. And then during high school, we had moved from out there, and I moved down Latrobe.
Yeah.
So that's when I really got into the mix down there with, extensions, Perkins,
yeah,
PG, all that, and then connecting with guys down there, playing football down there, and that's when all connect.
So what was the original position?
Original position. Crazy part is, I always thought myself as a wide receiver.
Yo, you had hands, I'm not gonna lie.
But just thought I was Randy Moss, but no, when I was younger. But when coming up and growing up and I learned how to throw the football, I liked the tight end aspect because I was kind of bigger than everybody else. Yeah. But then at the same time, I was the only one around the guys that could really throw a football.
Yo.
So I kind of like gravitated to that because even when it come like these little all-time QB game, niggas want to play football, 5-on-5, whatever we got, I always ended up being QB. Niggas couldn't throw the ball.
Yo,
and I had
throwing the ball is I was gonna say, yo, throwing the ball is an understatement, yo. You had a cannon, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yo, with ease. Like I said, in the beginning of Town Beef, the mobile quarterback, the Big Ben, that starts with you, bro. And I always want to make sure you get your flowers for that, yo.
Appreciate it.
For sure, yo. You really did your thing, man. All them days down Lombard, down the Dome, down Patterson Park. And not with the best line, because our line was still learning how to be a line, yo. Because Town Beef was different from the way we grew up, the 11 on 11. So the spaces and the gaps, and giving them their props, man. It was an adjustment for us all, and their adjustment just happened to be a little bit harder.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you got hit harder, but
Yeah, man.
theirs was
been
hard.
days. We play on Sundays and Mondays. I gotta go to work. I'm sore, ribs, back, ankle, leg, arm, neck.
Yeah.
Anything you can name was sore, hurting, bruised. It didn't even matter. But for the love of the game, man, that shit, I wouldn't trade that shit for nothing. That shit was fun.
Facts. But back in the day, yo, them aches and pains, they used to go away day 2, day 3.
Yeah.
And then, they start going away a day before the next game.
For sure. But even if you still hurt, it will still come out to play.
Facts. When you step on the field, it disappeared. Yo, man, football was like that for my whole life, bro. Like, we go in my basement right now, like it's all turf and stuff like that. Like, crazy. It just brings me some peace.
Feel you.
Yo, so McKims, bro. McKims. So you told me where you started. You told me where you moved and how you got. So our introduction. I'll tell you what I remember, yo. I remember you popping up with Randy to our games and stuff, and like you knew everybody, and everybody knew you. And I ain't know how. I just figured it was like do Lake or something. But yo, how did you actually start coming to McKims?
I think, like you said, if I'm not mistaken, probably through Randy. He was down Old Town Mall in that area, in the PBG area. And as we was playing football late. So that kind of extended us, playing football on the weekends or linking up and playing football. Some guys over PBG who down the projects, different areas wanted to play football and kind of blended in like that. So from that, football kind of like brought the projects together in a sense.
For real.
And different guys in the areas together. And that's how we got cordial and get to know each other and, kept it rocking.
Yo, us versus Latrobe, us versus Perkins, us versus the world. Yo, we really was willing to go everywhere, yo. And shout out to you for being one of the first teammates with a car. I appreciate you, It ain't a lot of people that I owe, you know what I mean, yo? But you came and picked me up a time or two, yo. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yo, I got gas money, right?
I'm good.
If you want, for real, I got $10. You want $10, bro?
Bro.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, for real. Thank you. So we made it down McKims. Randy brought you here. We all getting along. We all family. You our quarterback, because same like you said, man, like niggas couldn't throw and we couldn't have nothing. Shout out to China. Before you, China was our quarterback. And,
Big dusty hand.
Yeah, they used to say center bricks. Yo, shout out to China. And around the way, yo, China was my all-time quarterback too, yo. China was the most athletic big man I ever seen.
Shout out to China.
And until Bone came. But China was But yeah, shout out to China, yo. You became our quarterback, yo, and then Town Beef came. What was your feelings going into Town Beef with this group of people? How did you feel about the league? Just let me know how you felt about Town Beef.
It was cool. I thought it was a fun opportunity. It gave me a thought of that we can play football on Sundays consistently.
No,
like
for sure.
we had a set group of guys that was willing to play football instead of waiting around for niggas or niggas don't show up.
Don't go knock
like
on the
three
door.
Niggas, yeah, it'd be like 3 niggas that come. So when Town Beef came, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Said brought it to our attention because he was the one in contact with Marcus at the time, because Marcus was trying to play with because he had the Assassins.
Facts.
So he was trying to get around and find some guys to play football, and it ended up being us because we was looking for some guys trying to play football.
Right.
So at that time, we was playing the Assassins over at if I remember Bocheck.
Mm-hmm.
That's when like it kind of started right there. But then once it word got out and it grew some more people started coming and more teams started developing, and the league kind of kicked off and it was solid.
Yo, for sure. And we was the snipers.
Yeah.
Snipers. You remember the first uniform from the snipers?
The Under Armour with the skull joint, right? The Punisher.
Nah.
That wasn't the first one?
That wasn't the first one. That
What
wasn't
was
the first one. it was like the camouflage hunting Under Armour.
The camouflage. It definitely was.
Yeah.
They was going crazy at Walmart trying to find
Yep.
anything camouflage.
Something different.
Anything camouflage. Hell yeah, it definitely was.
That's
You're
gotta be
absolutely
crazy.
right. Hell yeah. It was burning Walmart down.
For real. Yo, speaking of the sniper show, who was some of your favorite sniper teammates, yo? And you don't gotta say me because I'm here, because we ain't like each other back
Nah,
then.
we was beefing. We had our odds, but I still respected you at the end of the day. So
Same.
I wasn't, but of course, Randy, that was my target. Dreads, that was my guy. Damon, when he came, Damon. Wani, because he was a ticking time bomb.
Yo, Torpedo.
Every Sunday I knew it was gonna be some shit with us.
Going back to Town Beef, I think Hit Squad was the 5th team or whatever, but either way it go, who were some of your favorite teams in Town Beef?
None of them niggas, man. It's like, nah, I'm lying. His squad was like, I respected his squad, but I hated them niggas at the same time. We could not get past that hump, dog. It was something about his squad that it was just
They was us.
every time we played, it was always something. Of course, the Assassins with John and Relly and Nick and Bone, they had duo and core group. I like the Warlords. When the Warlords came, that's when Slide and Glock.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marcus. Y'all interviewed last week. Shout out to Glock. Glock was one of them ones.
Yeah, Glock.
Glock was one of them
Glock
ones.
about that. Glock about that. And Slide, giving Slide his praise, yo, and everybody know about Slide as a wide receiver. But for me, my favorite thing to see Slide do is play quarterback sometimes, yo. Slide would throw this sweep, yo. He would throw the sweep, and he would be the only quarterback I ever seen in my life to get around the corner before the pulling guard and the running back and everybody and really block, yo. And he did it every single time he did it, yo. I don't think he was praised enough for that. Shout out to Slide. But I want to wrap it back down to his squad, yo, just so we make sure that we telling the history of the league, right? You remember how his squad started, yo?
No.
Yo, I got you. You remember Manny and Kamal? Kamal and Manny.
Right.
They was our linemen for the snipers, yo. Manny ain't like the way the snipers was being ran. He was like, man, we could go get some other guys or something like that. And Manny and Kamal stumbled out Park Heights. And boom.
Really?
That's how his squad came about. That's why I would always say his squad, the Bulldogs, they all, when we go family tree, they connected to us.
Yeah.
That whole snipers, all that, I can't say nothing. Just the same way how like the Gators connected to the Assassins in the family tree.
Yeah,
that's how that go.
I never knew that. But that makes sense. Because you saying that, I remember Kamal leaving.
Yeah. That was a sad day. That was one of the first sad days. That was a sad day. Another guy, yo, Kamal, next to Tavon and Austin, Kamal was like my first time seeing NFL talent.
Yeah.
Yo, Kamal, like as a big guy, like having the IQ that was out of this world, and having the speed and strength and power, he just checked every single box consistently.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Kamal, man. Shout out to the rest of the linemen. Shout out to the Army lineman group, yo. Shout out to the line. What up, Dane, Nate, all the guys, man. Shout out to the Army. Yo, so you mentioned the Assassins being one of your favorite teams, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the reason why you left us to join the Assassins, bro? For some cleats. For some cleats, an energy drink, and a jersey.
It's funny because that's your perspective of it. My perspective was I left Army because for some reason we just couldn't get it right. And I felt like it was
There was snipers at the time.
Yeah, snipers. And we just couldn't get it right, man. And I don't know, and I started taking blame myself.
Yeah.
Because as the leader of the team,
Yeah.
it just wasn't clicking. Like some days we'd be good, and then the next week we some shit, and then I was just like, I was tired of playing quarterback at the center. I was like, man, I just want to play tight end, which I did for a little bit because me and Randy, if you remember, me and Randy was running double tight at one point.
Yeah, I remember.
So after that, I'm just like, man, this shit just ain't clicking. So the guys reached out. Made me. It wasn't cleats.
I was about to say, did they reach out with cleats, bro?
No, it wasn't cleats. I can't remember. I can't remember who it was verbatim, but the typical. Yeah, we'll pay for your jersey. That
Marcus.
But that wasn't why I left. It was more of like.
I just want to get to the point. Was that Marcus though?
Was that Marcus?
That reached out paying for jersey.
It might have been Marcus.
Yeah, that's part of his. That's part of his thing, yo.
That's his thing. He's a smooth talking con man. He's a smooth talking con man. So it might have been Marcus. I ain't putting it past Marcus. It might have been Marcus, but it wasn't no cleats or nothing. But it was like a mutual thing. It wasn't. I got bribed to go there. I think I was just ready to leave because.
I can see that, like, you know, like, yo, we was growing up, man. We had real turmoil and
but the thing is, I could have went about it a different way.
Yo, bro.
I'd take responsibility for that. I could have went about it a different way, but you know, back then when niggas was trading teams, niggas was posted on a page, and that was just Bible. That was the word.
That was it.
That was it. So I guess niggas ain't take it seriously or something. But when I left, and the crazy part is, this is the kicker. I never played for the Assassins.
No, not officially. Not officially. It was only that one game.
I don't even think it was one game. I never played.
But the crazy part, I actually want to say that this trade stemmed before Town Beef. Like the first trade, I think that was the first like neighborhood jump type because this was before even like this was back. We was at Dunbar when it happened. Cause that was for us, our perspective. That was our you got served moment. We was at Dunbar, but Dunbar before that was turf, and before there was a fence.
Mud holes, ditches, ball patches.
When Sid used to walk about the steam like Ray Lewis, like, yo, you gonna get cancer if I go with that. You and Randy with the umbrella around the joint. Yeah, let me find that picture.
Yeah, but it was good times though. But yeah, I think I could have went about that differently because I think it caught everybody off guard.
It did.
It caught everybody off guard. And looking back at the first interview was saying, he's talking about the you guys more. I started busting out laughing.
Bro, that's how it was for us, bro. Like, you don't know our perspective because, of course, you was living it from a different POV. Right. But we was together when it happened. Right. You know what I mean? Like, most of us, like, majority of the team, we used to say, yo, we'd meet at McKim's and walk to Dunbar together. Like, we go back to the Marcus interview, he used to say, like, we started the whole teams be together all the time thing. And that was something that we just, practiced from around the way.
Right, that was
normal. So we waited up that day down McKim's. Like I said, we normally used to wait for you to walk down Asquith. And like, yo, that one day, Pete ain't never come. And, it wasn't the first time you ain't never come, because sometimes, like you said, yo, you one of the most impatient motherfuckers I know, bro. You definitely, like, you'll get there, like, you'll get there late, like, yo, where they at? Like, yo, you can't be mad if you just got here. Like,
I'm late because I want them niggas to be all the way there, because I already know it's going to be some bullshit.
Yeah,
so if I'm late, by the time I get there, niggas should be ready to rock and roll, dog. God damn, if I'm late and we still got to wait, it's like, it's a problem, yo. I don't know.
I'm low-key like that, too, though. But, I'm just cursed with being on time, though. Like, I can't help it. But yeah, that day, you ain't covered, then you popped up. I do remember Marcus whipping the jersey. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. We had to scramble. And you remember anything about that game, bro?
Hell no. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
I think that's on purpose. I think you hit your head like that game.
I was about to say, Marcus said, y'all told me. I won't be surprised, because niggas was hot. And it just seemed like niggas was coming through that line so fast. But I get it, yo. Niggas felt betrayed and niggas felt hurt.
Niggas we loved you, yo.
Yeah, I feel this all love. I love you,
we still
I know niggas was hurt, but yeah, niggas wanted their lick back that game. So I totally understood.
Okay. Yo, so we covered favorite players. We covered you were a quarterback and you really wanted to play tight end. You started off wide receiver. Who was some of your favorite tight ends in the whole league?
Yo, I can't even remember. Randy, that was my guy. That was gonna be my guy. Nick, like he just different. Nick Mays, dog. Nick, I think Bone played tight end a little bit.
He did.
Bone.
He did. Yo,
Another
it's crazy,
monster.
bro. Is yo, Nick got one of them names. Like you say your whole name every time, yo.
Nick Mays.
Yeah. Like, yo, Shorty, you did it. Like Tavon Austin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did that.
Them guys, can't remember no other tight end.
Yo, you were actually one of my favorite tight ends. And it's crazy because I didn't realize, you know how you don't know what you got until it's gone type
Yeah.
shit. That was my scenario with you. And it was seeing you go to the Gators and what number was you in? Was you in 15?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's crazy. I remember that. Seeing you go to the Gators, bro, and wearing number 15, seeing you really shine and be able to come and just contribute and live that have that stress-free role. Because that wasn't your role with us.
Right.
Because that was before we got offensive coordinators. That's before we got full structure. We used to just put everything on you.
Right.
And like you said, it was your fault if it ain't work. And, you know, it was only your fault a little bit if it did work. But seeing you go over there, yo, in that stress-free environment, bro, was, yeah, I was happy for you. That's why I said I wouldn't save you from that shit. I was like, I know, like, yo, Sly about to hate this part. But, yo, Sly, another nigga, yo. Me and Sly, bro, like, I respect Sly so much. But it's like we just try to get together, but some kind of way, oil and vinegar, it don't be working, man. Sly, I want you in the interview. You know, I need you over here, Sly.
I'm sure he'll come.
Yeah, shout out to Sly, bro.
Don't let him right, dog.
Yeah, yo, so the Gators, you leaving the Army and going to the Gators.
Hold on, we was the Terps at first.
My bad. My bad. Put some respect on the name, yo. The Terps.
It was the Terps at first. That's when I said I ain't play for the Assassins because during my time when I left, John and Sly came up with the idea they was going to join force. I think that's when Sly left the Warlords and John was leaving the Assassins. And they came up with the Terps. So they started recruiting. So that was really my debut right there with the Terps.
Yo, the Terps was tough.
Terps
I'm not even gonna lie. I remember John Jr. I say Sly, y'all had a good lineup, yo. I like how that was put together. The Assassins, when the Assassins break up, I couldn't believe that one, bro.
That was a shot
Yo,
around the league. That was a shot around the league. And that shit was so funny because Marcus was kind of stuck. Marcus was lost.
Marcus was the man. Yo.
No.
Oh, yo.
God, that shit was so
we
funny,
need to get to the bottom of the Assassins and why the Assassins broke up. Because that was a team that saw nothing but success.
Yeah, for sure.
And for me, on the opposite, I don't know how you felt, but for me, I just got to this stage of life where I can see things for the better and all that. Other than that, I'll tell you straight up, I ain't like them. I wasn't with them. I ain't want nothing good for them. I don't care. But the Assassins was one of them teams I felt like that about because all they did was win. But then once other teams started winning and keeping up with them, they was no longer just the big kids in the park. They broke up. Yeah. And I couldn't figure out why, and I really ain't like it or respect it.
I really don't know either. That's why I said when I went to the Assassins, they just hit me like, we leaving. If you stand with the Assassins, or we turn into the Terps at that time.
See,
I'm playing with John. If I'm playing tight end, whatever the case may be, of course I'm gonna follow John where he going at. So if you say the Terps, then the Terps it is, and that's how that came about.
Yo, John and Marcus. Yeah. I think about New England.
Yeah. Tom and Belichick.
That's what I feel like it was. Yo, I work with Marcus. So sometimes, you know, I throw it in there. I'm like, yo, was it Brady or was it Belichick? You know? Because was it what'd you think? Was it John or was it Marcus? Where was the greatness?
It was John, dog. John left and got 2. I think 2 or 3.
I think John left and got 3 and Marcus got 1.
I about to say we got. If I'm not mistaken, we got. I think we got 3. If I'm not mistaken, I think we got 3. So
You was there for all 3?
yes.
So yo, that's what's up. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. But yeah, I put that stock in John every time.
Yeah, yo, John was always my favorite quarterback.
Hell yeah, he was the best in the league. He was the best in the league.
Same thing I say about Royce, like, yo, for decades. Even though we only played for probably 8, 9 seasons, but not even a whole decade, but it felt like multiple decades. John was the GOAT for a long time.
That's the crazy part, cause who would have ever thought that little idea of town beef starting in Bocheck would lead to all those years?
Yo, facts.
And it's so crazy because in hindsight, we really ain't know what we had. We just out there playing football, but looking at it now, like we really had something really going. Like
for real.
That shit was
It really was firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And
Don't get me
continuing
wrong, everything wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to where as though niggas was competing every Sunday.
Yeah.
Niggas having fans come out every Sunday. We had the field every Sunday. Everybody.
Food truck. What?
Food truck. Like it. Every. That's why
we ain't had no parking lot wars. We ain't had none of that.
If you get to that question, I blame Marcus.
Yeah, so the question was literally coming up next. Person, place, I don't want to say thing because ain't no things gonna do it. But there's a person or a place that you place the blame in for town beef starting to decline and eventually go away.
Now this is my point of view from what I seen and what I think I understand. I blame Marcus. I think he was the demise of town beef, but I look at it, he didn't do it purposefully. I think the demise happened when that A7 came around, and he was promoting it like, you get to travel, you get to play in Jersey, you get ass money, you get dollars, you get to be on TV, whoop, 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 whoop. And I think everybody is perked up and was like, well, shit, how can I be a part of the A7?
Yeah.
So once everybody tried to gravitate the A7, it kind of left town beef in the hole for a minute.
It made it seem like A7 was bigger and better.
So in the hindsight, he kind of took away from town beef and put into A7 another nigga network, which I did not like. You feel me? So, and I think after that, it didn't die immediately.
Right.
Because I guess the A7 was, if I'm not mistaken, in the spring, right? And then town beef was in the fall.
Yep.
So it was kind of like every type of season type of thing. So with that, it took away from the spring. We kind of had town beef in the spring because everybody was trying to go or join the.
And for a little while, we used to do both. We used to do town beef in the spring too.
Right.
But
niggas was trying to join the Assassins to go, play A7 or make their own team to go A7. So it kind of took away from everybody playing in the spring. So it just left the fall kind of. So when niggas came back in the fall, that's when it was rock. And then the spring, it kind of like died down a little bit.
See, I don't blame Marcus, yo. I know Marcus definitely played a role, and I'm not just going to let Marcus go away free. Marcus was inconsistent with his rulings as a commissioner when it came to fights and people touching referees and stuff like that. He made it so you can buy your way back in. We should have been banishing people for stuff like that.
Niggas was buying their way back in?
Yeah.
See, yo, I'm so up the leap, dog.
Well, it used to be like, man, you suspended for a whole season, but if you pay this amount, you can come back again.
You right. You absolutely.
You know
right.
what I mean? You cut it by 6 games or something like that, and the money goes. I forgot where the money went, but that's part of it for me. And for me, I think Marcus, he enjoyed the role or the perception of being in charge more than the actions that was required to maintain being in charge. Right. He spread himself real thin, but just hindsight, we was all young and doing a lot back then.
Right, but that's why I figured that's why he hired you and Kiefer, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say hired because he ain't pay us a motherfucking thing. I still
not hired, but y'all was on the committee of the commission to help lessen the road and do other things. But
Yeah.
I felt like Keith was laying alone niggas.
Keith came, man. Like,
Keith was laying alone
Death
niggas.
Row.
Yeah,
Yo,
was waiting for those posts on the page to see what the verdict was gonna be if a nigga
Yo,
was
because Keith liked to talk to people. Yo, I didn't like to talk. For me, I want to talk to the captains. I ain't talking to all the random people and all that. I'm gonna talk to you, and you talk to who you need to talk to.
Right.
I was always trying to get a structure.
Yeah.
Keith was like, "No, I'm letting all these niggas know."
Yeah.
Shout out to Keith. Yo, they be getting on me for this, so I was about to just let it go. I was gonna let it go. I wasn't gonna say my person or what I thought, because on the last episode, we naming a person or a place for the blame of town beef going down. Mine is 100% a person.
Who's that person?
Snags.
What how you get to this conclusion?
Thank you for the question. Yo, I blame Snags because at the height, we did a lot of stuff behind the scenes to make it grow and to get people to come to the stadiums and stuff like that. Because, you know, once you start renting, they call them stadiums.
Right.
And I remember this one season, man, at the height, like we like to say, 10, 12 seasons, 33-man rosters, everybody, full teams. It was this one game where we had Dunbar packed all of the stands from the left to the right. Fans in every seat, bro. I myself, we had businesses coming out that day trying to invest and get us to grow. I had 92Q come out that day to get us to grow. I had so much stuff going, and I'm saying me because, and Marcus will speak to this, it was a lot of calls and a lot of meetings and a lot of strategizing that went into making this thing big, even to the point where we try and get halftime shows. We talking to marching bands, we talking to performers and singers and all types of stuff to grow what we got. And all that and Snags, I blame them, but I understand them. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where like, I understand, but I disagree, and that's how I feel about it. And I said all to say that one game where we had at our height, where we were reaching up the most publicity, we had the biggest reach, we accomplished everything we could. He chose that moment to come and, you know, do some stuff on the field. you remember the thing?
No idea.
It was I don't want to say the names, but a lot of y'all know what happened, and it was a fight. He chose to handle some problems, some stuff that was, you know, I want to say, and Stags, you welcome to come here and tell your own story. I want to say it was something that started online or from real life that went online, and he brought it to football because that's just where the common area was between the two parties. And when that happened, that's when we were never able to fill up them stands again. We were never able to talk all that sponsorship shit as far as we got it to go. And from that moment and that day, to me, the league started to die. We made it past quarterbacks putting their hands on referees. We made it past all the like random fights and stuff. We made it past the news stuff. We made it through a lot of stuff. But that one thing we never recovered from.
Damn, I wasn't privy on that. If I do remember, I didn't think it was that bad. Not saying what he did was that bad. Whatever happened, I thought, because it was always something.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? It was always an argument, scuffle, whatever the case may be. So I probably just overlooked the thing and it was nothing. But if you saying it was that bad
to me, that's my POV. That's why I always ask you who you blame or who that person blame. Like, you know, Marcus said CeCe Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, but yo, for me, mine is a person, bro, and it's Snacks, and it go deeper than that. And you know, when he willing to talk, I'm willing to say more.
Yeah, man, you gotta get these guys on there to tell their story, man, because it'd be different from like our situation, from me leaving and y'all perspective.
Yeah,
the perspective. If you don't know what the other side, you just lost and you just banking on your perspective.
Facts.
The whole time it could be a whole different idea of what the person was going through, what's happening, what's going on. Now, Snacks could have been around if he taken something from the internet and bring it to the field, and that's the way it's supposed to do it. Like, you're not supposed to do that. But
And he was a Gator, and it was a player on the Army, and that's that Gator Army shit. Yo, Army, we beef with everybody, yo.
Yeah.
Our shit was with the Bulldogs. That was our rival, but that was that was the most respectful rival that was for me, because we were solid.
That motherfucker, yo, sometimes you said that, the rival, I never forget. I think we was snipers. We was playing up the dome. We was playing hit squad. Mind you, hit squad gave us problems all the time.
All the time.
But this particular game, we had them. And Mo was refereeing. Do you remember this?
I think I remember.
Yo, I don't know if Mo was arguing with Milk. He was arguing with somebody about a call. Mind you, we was probably up like 4. It was a close game. We was up like 4.
Yeah.
And Mo got into it with somebody about a call. Mind you, he had to score everything. He just walked off the field and left. Niggas
Messed the whole game up.
Messed the whole game up. And we arguing about the score, but we conceding with them like, all right, we just gonna play it how it was, and they end up beating us.
Yep.
I'm mad. We should have just stopped the game right there.
We never ever should have came back, and that's part of the learning. And that was like, I take the blame for those moments, because just trying to establish stuff and keep stuff going. And sometimes you gotta play hardball, and I was more worried about keeping the show going sometimes. That I ain't always do what was in the best benefit of my team.
Yeah.
Because I always just felt like we'd thug it out.
Yeah,
but that wasn't always the case.
Yo, oh my God, yo, that game pissed me off so bad, yo. Mo was so unstable, yo. Oh my God, that nigga was out of control.
I had a moment with Mo too, yo. Mo was crazy, yo.
Yo, Mo was out of control.
And I remember Mo as a player was crazy too, like him and Randy. The only people I know like keep going out there to play football, but wanna pick how people tackle.
Right.
You don't get to pick that, bro.
Like, nah.
Especially when you breaking every tackle, you don't want them to grab your leg. Nah.
And another thing, I don't know, man. Like in hindsight, yo, we really ain't know what we had, man. Cause Town Beef, that I don't mean to keep cussing, but that shit was so fire, yo. That shit was so fire,
right, bro. Even as like the sanctuary, the barbershop effect.
Yeah, like
just being able to pull up on Sunday and sit in the bleachers.
Yeah, yo, just like from all the fields. That's funny you said. I don't know how the field got the blame for Town Beef fault, but that's just crazy. CC Jackson, I had to blast on CC Jackson every week. I don't know what Mark was talking about. I wasn't tripping about nothing. I mean, I think I remember last week when he was saying like niggas had the bags on the sideline.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
At the end, yo, that was every field. That wasn't
I told him, I was like,
field.
bro,
Yeah.
if you knew how we prepared to travel,
right?
Yo, like, but anyway, yeah, but from Marcus' perspective, he just said it was dangerous, and I understood his perspective because like when you play in people's hoods, it changed some people. Mm-hmm. Some people want to show out for their neighborhood. Some of them tensions that might have not boiled over, 100% boil over in some of those things. And at Park Heights, a lot of stuff happened because that's where we at. Now, there was a situation at Park Heights where remember people jumping fences. There was like ambulance memes.
Oh, shit's so funny, yo, because them fences was so high. Niggas was
people's significant others. I ain't trying to say it, but you get where I'm going?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, yo, all that shit was so unnecessary, yo. We was just like
facts,
football, yo.
Facts.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, yo, it was so unnecessary. Niggas' egos, man, are trying to show out and be tough, yo. That shit kind of got boring too after a while because this is like, yo, come on, yo, we playing football. You know, niggas ain't really
doing this to get away from that. Yeah.
Niggas might fight, throw hands, but shake after that shit, move the fuck on. Yo.
And yo, that's true. And back to my Snags point. And again, Snags, we had a conversation too. Whenever you're ready, with the camera or without it.
Now put that shit on camera.
Yeah, I think that was it, and not just him, me. Because my biggest time when I was wilding out, I think I was going at Reggie, the referee. And again, Reggie, to this day, I apologize. I didn't mean to approach you that way. I didn't mean none of that stuff. I'm not gonna say I didn't mean to because in the time it was intentional, but For real, I'm just gonna be real. I want to be genuine as possible. I regret every bit of it though. It was uncalled for, unnecessary, and it never should have happened. I apologize again. And I want to apologize now, and I probably apologize again when I see you in person. But it be stuff happening outside that we ended up bringing on the field.
Yeah,
Whether it's
man.
a bunch of traumas, Baltimore full of death and all types of stuff, and we always going through it. And sometimes it bled into what we was trying to get away from.
Yeah, and the crazy part is, like you said, he was trying to get away from shit. Like, football was a scapegoat and bringing it there, but it was so much talent, yo. Like, niggas was really nice. Like, it was like, niggas wasn't bullshit. Like, niggas was really nice. Like, niggas had talent, yo. And it was fun to see guys every Sunday and see what play was spectacular. Play gonna happen, the matchups. Like, it was real competitive, but I think sometimes niggas got bigger than the program and wanted to be alter ego and macho man.
Right.
And it kind of fucked it up. And it wasn't no need for that. Shit wasn't never that deep, though. Shit wasn't never that deep.
We should have been able to, hold each other accountable better.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We live and we learn, man. Hopefully, if the next generation fall in love with the sport the way we all did, we'll be the old guys trying to get them to keep the good thing.
I don't know, man, because I honestly, I don't think that would ever happen again. If it could, cool. But I don't even see and I'm just saying, like, younger kids or whatever the case may be, or young adults, whatever. The love for football ain't really there. Like, you don't see kids. Like, you've seen us outside playing football.
All day, every day, yeah.
You don't see that shit no more. Like, and it's sad because it's kind of like a lost art. It's like...
It's dying.
Yeah, like, you can't... Like, niggas is on different shit, and niggas, like, really on bullshit at time, and it's sad to see, but... Niggas don't know how to release that energy, and they release that energy in the wrong way. So it's just like, I wish we could have, when we had it, could have held on better to it and, understood what we had and put some of the egos to the side just to maintain it and make it, even if it had to end, make it end on a high note. I think Town Beef just ended just like, dispersing, and it's just like, that shit was kind of sad, man. It was kind of boring because that shit was an outlet for everybody.
Thanks.
Everybody showed up on Sunday ready to play, having fun, goofing. They was just let loose and be free.
For real.
Had me, shit, we had 1 o'clock games. I was leaving work early. I was sneaking off work. I wasn't even telling my supervisor. That's how pressed I was just to come down the field and holler at niggas. And
I was the same way. I was doing anything I could to get there. And staying to the last game and leaving and coming back and, man.
Corny and shit, had my cleats out, make sure all my shit was laid out, make sure I had my shit, man.
Yep.
That shit was a time.
What a time, man. What a time.
Was a time.
Yo, hey, man. Yo, I just appreciate you for being on the journey, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We started together. Like I said, you retired in the swamp.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. And it's funny that you said that. I wanted to come back. Me and Junior was talking about. I think that at this time y'all was playing. I don't even know if you was a part, but they was playing up 33rd now up the Y.
Yeah.
And I came back to watch a few of the games, and I was talking to Junior, and he was like, "Oh, you coming back?" A couple of people asked me was like coming back, and I'm just like, I'm thinking about it. I might. I was like, if I come back, I'm coming back with Army. But y'all already had like school and shit. And congratulations to y'all. Y'all won y'all championship.
Yo, thank you.
I was happy for y'all.
Thank you.
I was like, y'all finally got
Yo, long time coming, bro.
Y'all got y'all shit. I was happy. That was well deserved. But I'm like, they locked down. But I was like, I don't know. But I ain't never come back. And just like, I think it kind of fizzled out after that. It was just like, it's not worth it because it seemed like niggas got too involved with the politics.
Yep.
Niggas got too involved. Like, it just wasn't fun no more. First, when we started playing, it was just strictly football.
Yep.
It was come playing for niggas want to be on.
Everything went to the page. Yeah.
And man, and also just random. Shout out to Herb when they was on the Town Beef Live.
Shout out to Town Beef Live.
That shit was fire. After every Sunday after the games, niggas had that little ESPN moments and shit taped down on the page.
I don't know. It's just me and my ego, and I don't care. I feel like I got one of the best Town Beef Live episodes.
Yeah.
play for a fucking field. It's not. It's still optional.
It's not.
That's why
It's
you
not.
asked the question. If it was
either.
required, niggas would have said, "Give me your money or you don't play." It's a question. If we answer the question, we not with it. Everybody else. I don't give a fuck about making the rest of the league comfortable. I don't care. Fuck y'all. I don't care. Players where you players. If James gonna make it be, that's what he gonna make it be.
That shit was fire, yo. That shit was so fun.
It was Eric and Makai.
Shout out to Makai.
Eric and Makai. Shout out to Town Beef Live, man. Y'all, the real pioneers. Man, my first Town Beef Live interview was in the car. He was riding around and all that. Then he had me in the basement. Shout out to Relly. Next to me, Relly got one of my favorite Town Beef episodes, man. Shout out to Relly. I remember that.
Shout out to Relly. I showed them the clip. I sent them the clip when you and Mark was talking about being the best friend. He started blushing and shit. Oh, ass girl. He started blushing. He was happy as shit. I was
Shout out to the GOAT, yo.
You gotta get Relly on here, yo.
Yeah, shout out to the GOAT, man. We was rapping, man. We gonna try to lock in real soon. Shout out to the GOAT, yo. Yo, bro, thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me, dog.
Yo, so we got to the end, yo. It wasn't no cleats involved. It wasn't no jersey.
It was my decision. It was a mutual decision to move on out, which I should have been more open about to talk to y'all about. Well, not talk to y'all, but I was going to leave anyway. But
Yeah.
So y'all won't be left in the dark because, I won't feel it wasn't a, what you call it, you got served moment.
Yeah. That's what I say, yo. Who was the little kid in the you got served that got shot?
What's the name?
G Baby. R.I.P. G Baby.
That's Hardball.
Oh damn.
What's Lil Saint?
Lil Saint. All right, yo, fuck it. R.I.P. G Baby and Lil Saint, bro.
What happened? I think I got knocked out the ring.